Hollywood loves to create perfect images, but some actors make it impossible to hide who they really are. Beneath the charm and talent, some of the biggest stars have been called out for their terrible behavior. From being impossible to work with to full-blown scandals, these actors have earned a reputation for being the most hated in Hollywood. Jerry Lewis, known for his wild comedy and slapstick humor, but behind the scenes there was a much darker story. Many who worked with him described him as controlling, cruel, and inappropriate. His former co-stars shared disturbing experiences, with some alleging that he created an uncomfortable and hostile environment on set. One actress claimed that Lewis isolated her, forbidding anyone from speaking to her as a form of punishment. Others recounted unsettling encounters, describing his aggressive and inappropriate behavior. These accusations painted a troubling picture of a man who used his power to manipulate those around him. Lewis was also known for his enormous ego and difficulty working with others. His demanding nature and harsh treatment of colleagues caused tension throughout his career. Bing Crosby. Behind the charm, many dark stories surrounded the life of Bing Crosby, making him one of the most controversial and hated figures of Hollywood. His family life was far from perfect. His son Gary exposed painful truths about his father, claiming he was emotionally and physically abusive. He described punishments with a belt and constant criticism about his weight. These stories shocked many fans who had admired Crosby for years. His first wife, Dixie Lee, struggled with alcohol addiction, leading to a tragic and lonely death. After her passing, Crosby quickly moved on, dating several women, including one who later married his son. More scandals followed, including family feuds, lawsuits, and tragic deaths of his children. Andy Dick. Some actors ruin their careers with one big mistake, but Andy Dick has a whole list of them. His history of arrests, drug problems, and inappropriate behavior has made him one of the most disliked figures in Hollywood. In 2022, he was caught trying to steal power tools from home of someone, adding another crime to his long record. His struggles with addiction have also led to serious consequences. He was blamed for giving drugs to wife of Phil Hartman, which led to a tragic chain of events. This even started a bitter feud with Jon Lovitz, who once physically attacked him. Andy has also been arrested multiple times for harassment and inappropriate touching. He has been thrown out of live shows and banned from venues for his disturbing actions. Katherine Heigl. Her bad attitude and harsh words ruined her reputation and created hate in the hearts of people, despite having a promising career. Many in Hollywood now see her as difficult to work with. She upset the writers of Grey Anatomy by saying her role was not good enough for an Emmy. This insulted the show creator Shonda Rhimes, who later refused to bring Heigl back. Rhimes even used her name as an example of a bad attitude on another show set. Heigl also angered the cast and crew of Knocked Up. She called the movie sexist, making many feel betrayed. Her co-star Seth Rogen and director Judd Apatow were surprised by her complaints. Her bad reputation grew because of her mother, who was also her manager. People on movie sets complained about her rude behavior. Some said working with Heigl and her mother was a nightmare. Ezra Miller. He has faced many controversies that have made them one of the most disliked actors in Hollywood. Over the years, he has been involved in several disturbing incidents. In 2020, a video surfaced showing Miller choking a woman at a bar in Reykjavik. This shocked many people, but no charges were filed. More accusations followed. The parents of an 18-year-old claimed Miller had been controlling their child since the age of 12, giving them drugs like LSD and marijuana. Another family accused Miller of threatening them and acting aggressively toward their 12-year-old child. In Hawaii, they were arrested twice for violent behavior, including attacking a man playing darts and injuring a woman with a chair. Miller was also accused of keeping young children in unsafe conditions at their Vermont farm. Anne Hathaway. Not every Hollywood star is loved forever. Anne Hathaway was once a fan favorite, but over time, people started to dislike her. Many felt she was too perfect, too rehearsed, and trying too hard to be liked. The turning point came in 2011 when she hosted the Oscars with James Franco. While he looked bored, she was overly excited, singing and acting cheerful the entire time. Instead of charming the audience, it annoyed them. People thought she was fake. Some even blamed her appearance. A few experts said her sharp features reminded people of tough times, making her less likable. Others compared her to Jennifer Lawrence, who won hearts by laughing at her own mistakes. Hathaway, on the other hand, always seemed flawless. Her confidence and ambition made some uncomfortable. Even though she never did anything terrible, the hate against her grew. She became one of the most disliked actresses in Hollywood for simply being herself. Errol Flynn. Errol Flynn was a Hollywood star, but his personal life was full of scandals. His charm and good looks made him famous, but many saw a darker side. In 1942, he faced serious accusations from two underage girls. Although he was found not guilty, the trial damaged his image. Many believed he used his money and influence to escape consequences. Flynn was known for his excessive drinking, drug use, and relationships with countless women. His book, My Wicked, Wicked Ways, revealed shocking details about his wild lifestyle. He even admitted to enjoying young women, which disgusted many. During World War II, rumors spread about his ties to Nazis. His friendship with a known Nazi supporter made people question his loyalty. He also struggled with money, constantly in debt due to his reckless spending. Legal troubles followed, including unpaid taxes. His health declined from years of alcohol and drug abuse. Gwyneth Paltrow. Gwyneth Paltrow is famous and lovable, but many people dislike her. They feel she is out of touch and shows off her wealth. Her lifestyle brand, Goop, has made things worse. Goop has been criticized for selling expensive and questionable products. The brand once sold healing stickers for $120, claiming NASA used the same material. NASA denied this. She also released a $75 candle with a shocking name, which became a joke online. Her diets are also controversial. A writer mocked one, saying it included only raw almonds, honey, and arugula. Paltrow shows off her luxury life. She has a backyard pizza oven and promotes must-have outfits costing thousands of dollars. She reportedly spends $30,000 a year on beauty treatments. Many believe her acting career was helped by her wealthy family, though she denies it. Despite the hate, she built a $250 million brand and remains successful. Lea Michele. Lea Michele has been called one of the most disliked celebrities in Hollywood. Many who worked with her have shared stories about her rude and cruel behavior. Her former Glee co-star Samantha Ware said Lea made her first TV job a nightmare. She claimed Lea threatened to mess up her wig and treated her badly. Heather Morris, another cast member, said Lea was very unpleasant to work with and should be called out. Other actors from Glee spoke up too. Amber Riley said many black actors had similar bad experiences with Lea. Extras on the show revealed she called them cockroaches and made them feel unimportant. Broadway actors also had issues with her. One said she acted like others did not belong there. A trans model said Lea once shamed her in a public bathroom. Dwayne Johnson. At first, Dwayne Johnson seemed like one of the most likable stars of Hollywood, but over time, many have grown tired of his actions. One major complaint is his ego and need for control. He had a public feud with Vin Diesel, calling him insulting names online. Tyrese Gibson also blamed him for delaying Fast and Furious movies. Some reports claim Johnson shows up late to movie sets, making it difficult for others to work with him. There are also rumors about steroid use. He denies it, but many believe his muscular build at 50 is unnatural. His charity work also caused backlash. He and Oprah Winfrey donated $5 million each for Maui wildfire victims, but then asked the public for donations. People criticized them, saying that with their massive wealth, they could have given much more. Fans also dislike how he constantly promotes products and plays the same tough guy role in every movie. Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson faced major backlash for offensive remarks and legal issues. In 2006, police stopped him for drunk driving, and during the arrest, he made hateful comments about Jewish people. This incident damaged his reputation, and even though he later apologized, many did not forgive him. More controversy followed when actress Winona Ryder claimed that Gibson made an offensive joke about the Holocaust at a party. He denied it, but the accusation added to his negative image. In another interview, he also questioned the number of Jewish people who died during the Holocaust. His reputation worsened when his former partner accused him of domestic violence. Secret recordings leaked, capturing Gibson making disturbing threats and racist remarks. Reports also surfaced about his homophobic comments in past interviews. Because of these scandals, Gibson struggled in Hollywood for years. Many studios avoided working with him, and he acted in only a few films. Robert Mitchum. Robert Mitchum gained fame for his tough guy roles, but his real-life behavior made him one of most hated figures. His rebellious attitude and reckless lifestyle made him both admired and hated. In 1948, he was arrested for marijuana possession, which was a serious offense at the time. Instead of damaging his career, the scandal only added to his bad boy image. Mitchum was known for his violent temper. He once got into a fistfight with his school principal and was expelled. Later in life, he had allegations of domestic violence, further harming his reputation. On film sets, his drunken behavior caused problems. He once destroyed a studio office in a rage and even physically confronted a transportation manager. He had many affairs despite being married for decades. His arrogance also made him unpopular among co-stars. Actress Katherine Hepburn publicly called him out for his lack of effort, but he remained indifferent. Jada Pinkett Smith. Jada Pinkett Smith has faced a lot of hate over the years. Many people think she shares too much personal information and creates drama. One big reason people dislike her is her relationship with August Alsina. He was much younger and a close friend of her son. Many felt it was wrong, especially since he was struggling with health issues. Another reason is the Oscar slap. When Chris Rock made a joke about Jada, Will Smith slapped him. Many believe Jada influenced him, even if she later acted shocked. She has also embarrassed Will Smith many times. On her talk show, she spoke about their marriage problems in public. Many felt sorry for Will. Some believe she tries to control him and damage his image. Because of these actions, many people dislike her. Over time, her reputation has only gotten worse. P. Diddy. Where should we even begin? The recent news about P. Diddy has shocked many people. His name is now linked to serious accusations, and his reputation is falling fast. Not long ago, authorities raided his home, and what they reportedly found left people stunned. Thousands of bottles of baby oil and other strange items raised questions about what really happened at his private parties. Some claim these events were far from normal. Allegations suggest that people were pressured into things they did not agree to. Past actions of Diddy are also being looked at again. A clip of him talking about his parties has made people even more suspicious. His relationships with young artists like Justin Bieber and Usher are now under heavy scrutiny. Many believe he took advantage of his power. For years, rumors surrounded him, but now shocking details are coming to light. Many who once admired him now see him in a completely different way. Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt was once loved by fans, especially for his role in Parks and Recreation. But over time, many people started to dislike him. In 2020, he was called the worst Chris on the internet, ranking lower than Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, and Chris Pine. One reason for the backlash was his speech at the 2018 MTV Movie and TV Awards, where he spoke about religion. Some felt he was pushing his beliefs too much. Another controversy came when he praised his daughter for being born healthy. Many thought this was an insult to his son with Anna Faris, who was born premature. His divorce from Anna Faris also upset some fans. Others just felt he was in too many movies, from Marvel films to Jurassic World, and even voicing Mario. Some people got tired of seeing him everywhere. Kanye West. Kanye West has built a career on controversy, making him one of the most disliked celebrities in Hollywood. His arrogance and unpredictable behavior have caused many to turn against him. One of his most infamous moments was interrupting Taylor Swift at the 2009 MTV Video Music Awards. He took the microphone from her to say that Beyoncé deserved the award instead. Even former President Obama called him a jackass for that stunt. Kanye also embarrassed himself by storming out of the American Music Awards when he lost Best New Artist. He later complained that he had been robbed, proving he could not handle losing. His ego knows no limits. He has compared himself to Picasso, Walt Disney, and even Jesus. He once posed for Rolling Stone wearing a crown of thorns, which many found offensive. He has also feuded with celebrities like Jimmy Kimmel and Beck. He even demanded that a fan in a wheelchair stand up during a concert. Alec Baldwin. Alec Baldwin has been in the spotlight for many years, but not always for good reasons. His temper and controversial actions have caused many to dislike him. In 2007, A voicemail leaked where he angrily called his 11-year-old daughter insulting names. People were shocked by how he spoke to his own child. Years later, in 2011, he was removed from an American Airlines flight. He refused to turn off his phone and reportedly yelled at the crew. Witnesses said he slammed a door and created a scene. In 2018, Baldwin was arrested after getting into a fight over a parking spot. He denied hitting anyone, but admitted to harassment and took anger management classes. His biggest scandal happened in 2021 when a prop gun he handled on set fired, killing cinematographer Helena Hutchins. Many hold him responsible for the tragedy. Chevy Chase. Stories about his rude behavior are everywhere, and it seems like almost everyone who worked with him has something negative to say. Once loved for his roles in Caddyshack and Vacation, he later became known for something else, his bad attitude. His issues started back in his Saturday Night Live days, where he clashed with cast members. He even got into a fistfight with Bill Murray after insulting his looks. Over the years, more people came forward about how difficult he was to work with. On the set of Community, he made racist comments, upsetting both his co-stars and the crew. Donald Glover believed Chevy could not handle the fact that his career was fading. Filmmakers have also shared their struggles with him. Directors Joe and Anthony Russo, as well as Community creator Dan Harmon, have all spoken about his unprofessional behavior. Eventually, things got so bad that Chevy left Community before finishing the fourth season. Will Smith. Will Smith was once a popular actor, but now many people dislike him. His biggest mistake was at the 2022 Academy Awards when he slapped Chris Rock on stage. People were shocked and called him violent. This was not the first time he acted this way. In 2012, he slapped a journalist who tried to kiss him. Many felt he overreacted. People also accuse him of favoritism. They say he used his power to get his son Jaden movie roles. His parenting has been criticized too. In 2014, a picture of his daughter Willow with a much older man made people question his choices. His marriage with Jada Pinkett Smith has also caused drama. Their open relationship and personal problems became public, and many judged him for it. Because of these issues, Will Smith lost respect. Many people who once admired him now see him as one most disliked actors of Hollywood. John Wayne. Few Hollywood figures have faced as much backlash for their personal beliefs as John Wayne. While many remember him as a legendary actor, his off-screen statements and actions painted a much darker picture. His 1971 Playboy interview exposed his racist and homophobic views, where he openly supported white supremacy and dismissed the struggles of Black and Native American communities. He believed Black people were not intelligent enough for leadership roles and saw no issue with the suffering of Native Americans, even claiming they were greedy for wanting their own land. Films of Wayne also contributed to harmful stereotypes, often depicting Native Americans as villains. Beyond his racist views, he was a fierce supporter of the Hollywood blacklist, helping to destroy the careers of those accused of communist ties. His extreme conservatism and intolerance made him one of the most divisive figures in Hollywood history. Amber Heard. Amber Heard became one of the most disliked celebrities after her legal battle with Johnny Depp. Many people believe she falsely accused Depp while being the real abuser. During the trial, audio recordings were played where she admitted to hitting Depp and even mocked him. This made the public turn against her. She also claimed she donated her divorce money to charity, but it was later revealed she never did. Another shocking moment was when the housekeeper of Depp found human feces in their bed, which Depp believed came from Heard or her friends. Her former assistant also accused her of stealing her traumatic story and using it in court. Another strange behavior people noticed was that Heard copied the outfits of Depp in court. Many believed she did this to intimidate him. She also accused Depp of abusing his ex, Kate Moss, but Moss later denied it in court. Even the children of Depp disliked her and refused to attend their wedding. Because of all this, the reputation of Heard is badly damaged. Amy Schumer. At one point, she was listed among Time magazine's 100 most influential people in 2015. But over time, her career took a sharp turn, and now she regularly appears on lists of the most disliked comedians. One major reason for the backlash is her repetitive style of comedy. Many feel she relies too much on crude jokes about her own body and relationships. Some fans called her a one-trick pony, saying her jokes never changed. This led to criticism that her humor lacked originality and alienated certain audiences. Schumer also upset many people by getting political during her stand-up shows. In 2016, hundreds of fans walked out of her performance after she started attacking Donald Trump. Instead of acknowledging the criticism, she often blamed her backlash on right-wing haters. She was also accused of being arrogant. Reports surfaced about her refusing to check in at a gym and complaining about her $11 million Netflix deal. Additionally, multiple comedians accused her of stealing jokes, further damaging her reputation. Marlon Brando. Marlon Brando was a legend on screen, but a nightmare behind the scenes. His refusal to memorize lines, constant delays, and bizarre behavior caused chaos on almost every movie set he worked on. On Mutiny on the Bounty, he demanded script changes for months, wasted millions, and frustrated the director so much that he gave up. For Apocalypse Now, he ignored instructions, refused to read the book, and arrived overweight. The director had to read the book to him while the crew waited. He made up lines and delayed filming, costing thousands daily. On the island of Dr. Moreau, he showed up late, painted his face white, and refused to wear pants. He demanded an earpiece for his lines, but it picked up police signals. He wore an ice bucket on his head and fought with Val Kilmer, forcing their scenes to be filmed separately. During the score, he mocked director Frank Oz as Miss Piggy and refused to take direction, forcing Robert De Niro to act as a middleman. James Corden. The career of James Corden went from shining bright to facing strong criticism. Many people see him as a funny and talented entertainer, but stories about his behavior have caused a lot of negative attention. Reports say he has been rude to restaurant staff and treated service workers poorly. There have been claims that he acted entitled, making unreasonable demands and behaving disrespectfully. These incidents led some restaurants to ban him, which made the public even more frustrated with him. Corden has also been labeled as difficult to work with. Some co-workers and crew members have spoken about his diva-like attitude on set. They describe him as someone who does not always show respect to those working behind the scenes. His late-night show also faced backlash. Some segments were seen as unoriginal or even annoying. A few moments from his show made people uncomfortable, leading to online criticism. Despite his success in entertainment, his reputation has taken a hit due to these issues. Many fans who once enjoyed his work now view him differently because of these repeated controversies. Jojo Siwa. Jojo Siwa has faced a lot of hate for trying to change her image. She was known as a bright, happy child star with colorful outfits and big bows. But now she wants to be seen as a rebellious pop star. Many people think her new image is fake. She started dressing in dark clothes, using curse words and acting like a bad girl. She even posted fake tattoos and warned parents that her new content was not for kids. But fans did not believe her. They thought she was trying too hard to be edgy. Many compared her to Miley Cyrus. But the change of Miley felt real. The change of JoJo felt forced. Her song, Karma, made things worse. People said it sounded bad and made fun of it online. Then fans found out the song was written years ago for another artist. Many accused JoJo of stealing music. She later admitted she did not write her songs, which hurt her credibility. Her attempt to be a cool, rebellious singer has only made her one of the most disliked stars today. Ashton Kutcher. Many people used to love Ashton Kutcher for his charm and humor, but over time, his reputation has taken a hit. His past relationships, controversial actions, and questionable decisions have made many turn against him. His marriage with Demi Moore became a big scandal when she revealed shocking details in her book. She claimed that they had brought a third person into their relationship, which led to cheating. She also accused him of being unfaithful more than once. Many felt he had no respect for his marriage. Another incident that angered people was how he treated Moore during her struggle with alcohol. Instead of helping her, he reportedly shamed her by taking a picture of her in a bad state. Kutcher has also been accused of discouraging his ex-girlfriend January Jones from acting. On top of that, he misled fans by tweeting his phone number, pretending to connect with them, but it was actually a marketing trick. Oprah Winfrey. Despite being one of the most powerful figures in entertainment, Oprah Winfrey has faced a fair share of backlash. Some celebrities have accused her of being unfair and hurting their careers. Monique, a famous actress, believes Oprah helped push her out of Hollywood. She says Oprah used her power to stop her from getting big roles after she refused to promote a movie. Monique also thinks Oprah does not truly support black women in the industry. Rapper 50 Cent has spoken against Oprah many times. He was angry when she criticized his music but stayed silent about powerful men like Harvey Weinstein. As a joke, he even named his dog Oprah. Ice Cube also felt disrespected. He was left out of her show while other actors from his movies were invited. He believes Oprah did not want to feature him because of his rap background. Many people see Oprah as a strong and kind person, but some in Hollywood feel she is unfair, biased, and only supports people who fit her image. Steven Seagal. The career of Steven Seagal is marked by many controversies that have caused widespread hatred. He is known for mistreating co-workers during filming. Many stuntmen claim that he would kick others in sensitive areas to check if they wore protection. Reports say he often hurt actors by making fight scenes too real. One story alleges that he killed a 1-year-old puppy belonging to a family and took money from a child in a wheelchair. Such actions shocked fans and colleagues. A lawsuit for $14 million accused him of changing scripts without permission, costing film buyers a lot of money. Another lawsuit for $60 million followed after similar actions on several sets. His martial arts style, though he holds a black belt in Aikido, is seen as unrealistic and staged. Seagal also claimed to have worked as a police officer, but many doubt these claims. Later, he became involved in cryptocurrency promotions. He was promised large sums in cash and tokens. However, he did not fully disclose these deals and was fined over $300,000. These actions have deepened distrust toward him in Hollywood. This behavior remains unforgiven. Kathy Griffin. Kathy Griffin has been one of the most controversial figures in Hollywood. Her style of comedy has always been bold, but it often goes too far. She has made fun of many celebrities and public figures, which has caused her to lose invitations to several talk shows. Even the Apollo Theater of New York banned her. In 2017, she faced the biggest backlash of her career. She posted an image online holding a fake bloody head that looked like Donald Trump. Many people found it disturbing and compared it to violent propaganda. The outrage was immediate. She lost major jobs, including her role on the CNN New Year Eve show. Many sponsors also cut ties with her. Even though she apologized, people felt it was insincere. Some said she only regretted it because of the backlash. Her name became toxic in Hollywood, and her career never fully recovered. Many saw her stunt as tasteless rather than funny. Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is one of the most famous actors in the world, but not everyone is a fan. His deep connection to Scientology has brought him a lot of criticism. Many believe the organization has strict rules and questionable practices, and his strong support for it has made people uncomfortable. Some even feel that his loyalty to Scientology affects the way he handles his personal and professional life. His appearance on the Oprah Winfrey Show became one of the most talked about moments in television history. During the interview, he suddenly jumped on the couch while talking about his love for Katie Holmes. Instead of being charming, many found his behavior strange and over the top. The clip spread everywhere, and people started questioning if he was acting or if it was real. There are also stories about him being too controlling. Some who have worked with him say he likes to be in charge of everything. Whether it is his personal life or movie sets, he is known for making strict demands. Even with all this, his career remains strong, but not everyone likes him. Hollywood never forgets, and neither do fans. Do you think any of these actors deserve a second chance? Let me know in the comments, and do not forget to like and subscribe.